heaped without conclusively establishing any grounds for such an action. Apart from the lawmakers, a few other political actors not indigenous to Rivers State are at the same time intervening to speak on behalf of Minister Wike, including former Governor of Ekiti State, Ayo Fayose, who those in the camp of Governor Fubara are calling a meddlesome interloper, among other things. Well, we are now being joined by Chijioke Ihunwo, a former chairman of Obia, Akpor local government area of Rivers State, with a view to having a conversation on possible ways of seeking an enduring solution to the political dispute. Good morning and welcome to the morning show. Interesting what's happening in Rivers State, and considering the fact that despite the president's intervention in this matter, despite the state of emergency that was imposed on Rivers State last year, this crisis is still lingering. Can you help us understand what exactly is the problem, why the crisis is lingering, and what could be the possible solution to this matter?
All right, thank you very much for this opportunity you've given to me. Like I tell people, Rivers State belongs to all of us, and the Rivers people elected Sir Sibilala Ifubara to manage the affairs of our state. And since the government there has been a lot of crisis from the House of Assembly, the Minister of FCT, who is from my local government, Chief Barrister Wike. And Rivers people have said, look, allow the man to function. Allow the man to do his job. This man was elected on the mandate of Rivers people, not on your mandate. So for me, as a former chairman of a local government and a stakeholder in this state, the solution to this problem, the assembly should not be manipulated by the Minister of FCT, because he's instructing them on what to do. They want to remove the governor. What is the offense of the governor? They now want to also remove the deputy governor. The same assembly wants to remove deputy governor and the governor. Now, what is the offense of the deputy governor? For me, like I said before, the assembly should be independent on their own and allow peace reign. You are talking about the budget, 2025 budget. The administrator, Abbas, did a budget, submitted to Mr. President. Mr. President returned it to the National Assembly, and they approved it as a working document for Rivers people. The governor came in after the emergency rule and continued where he stopped, where the administrator stopped. And the assembly is telling the governor should submit another supplementary budget. And the governor said, look, the budget approved by the National Assembly, Mr. President sent to the National Assembly, is still running. Let us work with that. And they have refused. Now, their principal have told them, Governor Fubara, they must remove Governor Fubara. And Rivers people are saying, no. The governor has not committed any crime for his removal. Now, we're also appealing to the father of this session, Mr. President, to intervene, because some of the assembly members who claim that they are members of APC, and the governor is a member of APC, are wanting to remove the governor. I'm not even sure if they are members of APC. I'm not sure, because what they are doing, they are trying to play the script of one man who wants to own the resources that belongs to our people. One man who wants to make Rivers State to be his personal estate. Rivers State is too big. We have people who have governed our state for crying out loud. The likes of Dr. Peter Dili, Chibikero Timia Amici, and others has left. Our brother has said he doesn't want to leave Rivers people. And you're also aware, if you have it in your record in your TV station, where he has made so many statements, I will not be minister, I will not be this, godfatherism, this one, that. And Rivers people also watch it. So for me, I want to advise the assembly members, they should be independent on their own and work closely with His Excellency the Governor on how to move our state forward. You are elected to represent your constituency, and each day what you do is to cause crisis. What are they telling our people? So for me, I don't think there's any other issue. The issue that the Minister of FCT is interfering in the assembly. They should be independent and allow peace reign in our states. Let me also tell you that the Speaker of the Rivers Assembly, Martin Amiole, both of us are from the same place. So since this crisis started, he has not done one thing for our constituency, because the thing is, he's also distracting him. And I also speak to you that most of them in the assembly are not also happy with what is happening. You were elected on the mandate of your people to represent them each day. What you want to remove Fubara, Fubara did this, Fubara did that. And the governor is a man that has conscience. The governor is a man that Rivers people love so much. The governor is a man that Rivers people want to support. So I want to appeal to them. They should allow peace reign in our states so that Rivers State can move forward.
Thank you, Mr. Okay, now I want to ask, how has this crisis affected governance reaching the average people of Rivers State? And why do you hold the former governor, Nyesom Wike, responsible for the crisis?
Well, since this crisis started, those who are coming to invest in our state, a lot of things is happening. People are scared because they say there's crisis in River State, who don't want to invest. People are running head scatter, and development is shifting from rivers to other neighboring states like Akpor and other states. So it's affecting the economy of Rivers people because people who want to bring their money to do investment in River State are scared. Each day you wake up, on your TV, on your radio, you hear, want to remove Fubara has committed this, Fubara has committed that. So what is causing this issue is greed. One man that has finished his tenure as a governor and want to be governor by promising, sitting at the back to control a governor. River State's governor, office of the River State governor is not a local government chairman. That is a very strong position to be held. So the governor is doing his best to ensure that River State is calm, and is also managing to construct roads and other development in our state. But it's also affecting us. Those are the people that are complaining. People are running away because of one man greed who wants to own our state. So for me, I want to appeal to the Minister of FCT, allow Fubara to have rest and let our state move forward. You have done your tenure for 8 years, nobody controlled you, nobody interfered in your activities. Why not allow Governor Fubara to also do his own term for 8 years and let there be peace in our state?
Now, you said this crisis in River State is only due to one man's greed, but some people would say that the governor also has his own share of the blame. We are not privy to the agreement that was established between the two gentlemen when Wike appointed him his successor, but I'm sure there were a number of conditions attached to it. Some people believe that the governor has failed to keep up his part of the bargain, especially with his recent defection to the APC, which is also part of what could have caused this renewed impeachment bid. What are your thoughts on this? Is it okay for the governor to jettison his agreement with his political godfather?
I want to also ask a question. The agreement
with his political godfather.
I want to also ask a question. The agreement, the Minister of FCT was Minister of State for Education in 2014. He came to run for office of the governor of River State in 2015 and he won. He also had agreement with people. The former first lady who brought him and made him governor of River State. Did he keep to the agreement that was entered? The answer is no. And eventually sat down and governed our state. What kind of agreement would you tell a man as the governor of the state to keep? That he will not decamp from PDP to APC? That you will not do this? What kind of agreement? We are not aware of any agreement. Any agreement that we can want to enter with Fubara will be entered with three Rivers people and not one man, because we elected the governor. One man cannot make a governor. Rivers people sat down and said, look, this man, we're going to support you. So any agreement, they should come and do it to Rivers people. Whatever the agreement they have done, we are not interested. We're interested about Fubara. They should allow Fubara to have peace. So for the FCT minister to start disturbing the governor on a daily basis, sending the assembly members to make sure that Rivers State does not have peace, it's wrong. It's wrong. Somebody must make you. Somebody must make you. People made him the governor. So he was opportune to also be part of those who also made Fubara. Does not mean that you want to kill him. Does not mean that you want to tell him to be your house boy. This is the office of the governor for crying out loud. Those who supported Wike also are aware of these facts, that he treated them bad and he insulted them. When he said here, anything that will happen to Dr. Odili, he let him die. The same man, you are insulting him and the wife. And you see that he's not straightforward. He doesn't keep to his word. So for us, whatever agreement they are having, that agreement is not, we're not interested. We're interested, let there be peace in our state and allow the man who he elected to govern our state, for crying out loud. The governor is a man that has conscience. In fact, I've not just seen any man on earth like that. Governor Fubara is a very peaceful person. Do you know what is the office of the governor of River State? Some persons would have even come to the River State, but the governor said, no, let there be peace in our state. Let the FCT minister, who is our elder brother from our local government, should allow peace to reign in our state. God has favored him for crying out loud. He has been a council chairman for 2 terms. He has been a chief of staff, minister of education, vice minister, a governor for 8 years. He is a serving minister. So if God has favored you, why not allow the other person that is in authority to control himself? So what he's doing is wrong, and it's not funny. It's no longer funny again. So I want to appeal to Mr. President. He needs to call the minister to order to call the assembly, because majority of the assembly members are listening to him, although most of them are not also happy with the crisis, but they don't have any option because they are scared to talk. Me, I am not scared. I'm telling you, what I'm saying is the truth, whether I like it or not. Some people are saying, Chijoke Nwo is saying nonsense. He listen to my nonsense, what I'm saying is the fact. That whatever you do today will come back for you tomorrow. It doesn't come back, it's for you and your children. So what they are doing, is the assembly that was constituted. What the assembly members are doing, can they try that when Wike was a governor? Both of them in that assembly now, we are in assembly when Wike was governor. They are scared. I know most of them who cannot even talk when the governor is talking. So what Wike is doing to Fubarak, if they do it to him, what will happen in the university, everybody will just run away. So, but the man is a kind-hearted man, the governor, and he's trying to say, look, let there be peace in our state. We also want to appeal to well-meaning individuals in this country to intervene and call the minister to order. Let there be peace in our state. Rivers people need peace. He was a governor for 8 years, nobody interrupted. Nobody, he sat down and managed the resources to Rivers people. Whatever he do, that is his business. Nobody intervened. So why are you not interfering in the governor? You're telling him you run up for second tenure. You do a lot of things they are talking. We don't know which one is the truth or not. But for us, whatever agreement they have is not interested. Rivers people are not interested. We're interested in how our state move forward.
Yeah, so I find it interesting. You said that most of the State House of Assembly members would not try it with Wike, but they are trying it with Fubara. Aren't they well within their rights as elected members of the State House of Assembly to move forward this impeachment, or you believe they're only acting on the whims of another individual?
Well, like I said before, most of these assembly members were in the Ninth Assembly when the former governor was there with the FCT minister. You can also invite them to your studio and ask them this question. When they were there, can they do what they are doing now to Wike? They cannot try it. They cannot even, they are even afraid of even going to talk to the governor there. The Speaker of the Ninth Assembly, who is my brother from my place, was the leader of the House in that Ninth Assembly. You can also ask him what they are doing. Can they try to Wike? The answer is no, but they saw that the man who is in charge of our state is a man that is very calm, a man that has conscience. So what they did then, they were scared, but now they are not shouting. Before they were deaf and dumb, now they are not talking. Because they saw a man who kept quiet and watched them. Can they try that when Wike was the governor? The answer is no. They know what I'm talking. I have most of my friends there. They have been crying when the former governor was there. We're not getting anything, we're not doing that. Now they were deaf. Now they are not talking because Governor Fubara allowed them to be talking. So for me, they should be independent. They were elected by their constituents, not themselves. They should stop playing one man's script and let peace come to our states. Once there is peace, there will be development. So for me, you made somebody the governor and you want to destroy the person. If, for example, giving somebody a goat and the night you want to go and see the rope of the goat. So for me, Rivers people are solidly behind the governor and will appeal to our brothers that were elected in that assembly. Be independent and allow peace to reign. You said, so about 4 members, about 4 days ago said they are appealing to their colleagues to withdraw the impeachment notice. Yesterday they convened and they say people are abusing them, it's on the slide, this, that, they want to impeach the governor. Okay, Rivers people are asking, what is the offense of His Excellency Sasmilare Fubara? What is the offense? And the offense of the deputy governor. We want to remove the governor and the deputy governor so they can take over the affairs of our states and share the resources of Rivers people to their cronies, because that is what they are interested in, the resources of Rivers people. So I want to appeal to them. They have conscience. They are human beings. They should think otherwise and know that Rivers, whatever happens today, it will be on record that so time, this is what happened in the assembly, these people are in charge. So I tell people, whatever you do today, if it doesn't come for you tomorrow, you come for your children or your grandchildren. So everything turns around. So I want to appeal to them. They should be independent and let us have peace in our states.
Now, very well said. How is this crisis, if unresolved, likely to impact the 2027 election? You know, not just at the state, but also at the national level. Is it possible that it could open opportunities for new political coalition or realignment at the state and national level?
His Excellency Asuwaju Abebola Tinubu, the governor has sat down and said, look, the crisis in PDP, there's crisis in PDP, a lot of crisis. And the governor said, look, called all his political family who are moving to the All Progressive Congress to support Mr. President to do a second term. So, and the governor is bent on that. Like if they said, if you're supporting Tinubu, do not follow Kolakana. Most of these people you see in the assembly, I'm not even sure if they're APC, because they divided themselves into two. The same set of people, organized crime, we are APC, we are PDP. So there is nothing going to affect our state. Our state is intact politically because we align ourselves to Mr. President, and the decisions are final. Rivers people wants Ahmed Bola Tinubu to return for a second term as the president. And by the grace of God, His Excellency Sir Siminala Ifubara will be elected as governor of Rivers. He has the constitutional right to run for a second term. People are saying he shouldn't run for a second term, except he said he does not want to run. Maybe on head grab, but constitutionally, he has the right to run for a second term. So I want to appeal to our people, Rivers people especially, to continue to support him, that the governor will not fail Rivers people or destroy our state.
Well, thank you very much. Now, I want to ask, what are you looking at for the next term? Do you believe that Governor Siminala Ifubara is going to be able to win a re-election as the governor of Rivers State?
Okay, let me tell you this. You can also ask, come to Rivers State and ask. 95%, I would say 100%, 95% of Rivers people are in support of the governor to run for a re-election. Sir Dr. Peter did 8 years. Rotimi Chibika Mechi did 8 years. Chief Barrister Nyeso Wike, who is the current minister of FCT, did 8 years. Why would Governor Fubara not do 8 years? What is his offense? So we know that the governor, by the grace of God, will be elected for a second term in office. I hear when the minister said if Governor Fubara goes for second term, he's buried politically. No one man can be God. It's only God that gives position. What God gives you power is not your right. It's a privilege for you to serve. So nothing will happen to him. Governor Fubara will also be governor for second term, and there will be peace in Rivers State.
So what lessons should political parties in Nigeria learn from the Fubara-Wike crisis about internal democracy and succession planning so that we do not have a recurrence of this sort of issue?
Yeah, for me, my advice for other political parties in this country is, one, the issue of godfatherism. Godfatherism is the issue. The same man who said when Ambody was having issue with Mr. President then, said Ambody should resist godfatherism. It's everywhere, the video is everywhere. Now, you are not coming to turn to Godfather of Rivers State, where we have people who have left office before you. Did they control you like that? So what we need to do, I advise political parties to conduct their primaries. Whenever win their primaries, you go and run for election and win. Instead of somebody saying, I made you, because he made somebody want to kill the person. People made somebody want to destroy the person. For us, I believe in this philosophy that look, let primaries be heard. Whenever I win the primaries, should go and run his election. Then somebody who sit down somewhere in his comfort zone and said, I made you. He can't make somebody without Rivers people. All of us sat down and took that decision that we are going to support Sir Siminala Ifubara to run for the office of the governor of Rivers State in 2023. And since then, the man has not rested. Every day you see pocket of catches everywhere. Let me tell you something. Governor Fubara is a kind-hearted man. If it is me who is the governor, my sister, a lot of things that happen in Rivers State. They saw a man who is very quiet. Like I said before, those who are deaf and dumb are not talking because the governor is a very kind-hearted man. The man has conscience. So political parties in Nigeria should conduct free and fair primary. Whoever that wins election should, govern the state or govern whatever you are. Now, even the assembly members that are there, they were elected by people. People made them to be in assembly. They didn't go there on their own. They were elected by political party. Since they entered, most of them said they are in APC, they are in PDP. The same people, in the same place. That is organized crime, trying to divide themselves. Yesterday, they say you're not impeaching the governor. So for me, political parties should sit up. I know those who give their ticket to run under their platform. But for us in Rivers State, we are in support of Mr. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu and Sir Siminala Ifubara, the man, a governor that has conscience, the most peaceful governor in Nigeria, the man that people see to be a very quiet person. You and I know that in most of the states, this thing cannot happen. But the man has said, no, allow them. But please, I want to appeal to the FCT minister, including the members of the State Assembly. They should be independent and represent those who they are representing us. We voted for them to go to Assembly. And what they are giving to us embarrassment every day. They see that impeachment notice, impeachment, this, want to remove Fubara. Well, there is God. We are praying and believing that His Excellency, the governor, will do a second term in office as the governor of Rivers State.
Well, former chairman